Detroit, so Brett Favre came out of nowhere to start the game. He was out, and then he was in, and then he was out. As Corey Wooten knocks Brett Favre from the game and perhaps out for the rest of the season in his career. We'll discuss that still to come on NFL Game Day morning. As for the game, they kicked to Devin Hester, those Vikings. Goodness gracious.
Why would you do
that?
That's my favorite.
64-yard punt return. The Bears put a 40-burger on the Vikings in the outdoor game in Minnesota for the first time in 29 years to clinch the NFC North and put themselves in position.
Bear down, Chicago Bears, and let them know why you're wearing the crown. You're the pride and joy of Illinois. Chicago Bears, bear down, Chicago Bears, make every play clear the way to victory. Bear down, Chicago Bears, put up a fight with a might so fearlessly, and we'll never forget the way through the nation with your T formation. Bear down, Chicago Bears, and let them know why you're wearing the crown. You're the pride and joy of Illinois. Chicago Bears, bear down.
To do with a lack of execution, I think, by Green Bay offensively than it did what the Bears were able to do defensively. But now it's about this offense getting something done for the Bears.
Under the direction of Caleb Haney. On 3rd down and 5, pressure, pass is picked off, and who is it? Big B.J. Raji for the touchdown. Haney over the middle, picked off by Shields. And Shields takes it the other way. The Green Bay Packers are going to ride to the Super Bowl on that. And Sam Shields picks it off. His second of the game. He got one just before the half, and now with under a minute to play, Shields, who was a college free agent and played 1 year of corner into this year, and with his speed and ball skills, has really lifted this Green Bay secondary. And he's done what they've been able to do within their defense. Has given Dom Sam
After losing the NFC Championship to the much-hated Green Bay Packers, the Bears in the next 2 years would fall into mediocrity and not make the postseason. However, with the number one offense in 2013, the Bears had a chance to win their division and make the playoffs. They just needed to beat the Packers, the same team that cost them a trip to the Super Bowl just 3 years previous. With the lead in the game and under a minute to go, the Bears were a 4th and 8 away from winning the division. Just one more stop. That's all they needed. All they needed was one more stop.
Blitz. Rodgers gets out. Floats it. Cobb. Touchdown. Randall Cobb. His second of the game.
Oh, come on!
After 2013, the Bears would completely fall off, and their contending window was shut. It was now clear The Bears needed to rebuild, and I mean it was really clear.
Which begins at 7 p.m. Eastern, by the way, for the World Series. In trouble is Cutler, and he dropped the football. Bad mistake by Jay Cutler, and the return by Rob Ninkovich for a touchdown.
Cutler and the Bears, 1 of 8 on third downs. Shot play for Jeffrey, safety coming over. Intercepted for the second time tonight by Pierre Warren.
The second half as the Bears, the first 2 games, have seen the opponent take it down the field and drive it for a touchdown in the opening 2 weeks. And here's Lockett, the rookie from Kansas State, down the sidelines and unstoppable. 105 yards.
Here's Brown. Mack Brown. And Brown in a foot race. 3 Bears are chasing him. And they're not going to get him. No. Touchdown, Mack Brown.
Cutler on 3rd and 9. Feeling the pressure again from the backside. Did he get it off?
Bridgewater protected, completing. It's Diggs. Inside the 10. Stephon Diggs diving. Touchdown, Minnesota.
After 2016, the Bears decided it was time to move on from Jay Cutler. Cutler was the Bears' all-time leading passer and was basically Tom Brady compared to previous Bears starting quarterbacks. But it was clear the Bears needed a new quarterback.
The second pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Mitchell Trubisky, quarterback for Carolina.
Hello. Mitchell Trubisky is going to Chicago.
In year 1, Mitch Trubisky showed some promise. His numbers didn't jump out at you, but there was improvements in how the Bears performed. The Bears finished 5-11 in 2017. However, most of their losses were closer than previous years, and their defense was showing signs that it could be great one day. Heading into the 2018 NFL season, some fans believed that the Chicago Bears can improve their record to 7-9. But nobody thought the Bears would be any good or even competitive in their division. Suggesting that the Bears would even win their division would make you a part of the very small minority who believed in this team. Hell, suggesting that they would win their division would have other NFL fans calling you crazy. GM Ryan Pace knew that they needed a new head coach, a head coach that would help Mitch Trubisky progress. So Pace would hire Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy to lead the Bears into the upcoming 2018 season. Right before the season started for the Bears, out of nowhere, the Bears would land the Raiders all-pro edge rusher Khalil Mack in a blockbuster trade. This gave Bears fans hope that they could actually be competitive. Week 1, the Bears would face off against the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. Some people actually thought the Bears could beat the Packers with their new defensive star Khalil Mack, and it was looking very likely.
They're 4 wide here on 3rd and goal. Again, the pump fake, and this time he will get sacked, lose the ball, and Mack took the ball away. And this time he's going to go down. It's going to be picked off by Mack. Mack with the interception, and Mack will take it all the way in for a touchdown. How crazy was that?
There's no way. The Bears were actually beating the Packers. They were up 20-0 thanks to Khalil Mack and that defense. But then, a man by the name of Aaron Rodgers entered back into the game.
Rodgers surveying, fires. That's caught. Randall Cobb into Chicago territory. Randall Cobb inside the 20-yard line. Randall Cobb is going to score. 75 yards. That is crazy.
Oh, come on!
Week 2, the Bears would play the Seahawks. The Bears showed promise in week 1 that they could be competitive. This game would show that the Bears were a good football team, especially that defense.
2nd and 9, empty set as you mentioned. Oh, it is picked off Amukamara. Can he get past Russ? He does. My, oh my.
In the next 2 games, the Bears would face the Cardinals and Buccaneers. They would come back and win versus the Cardinals, and they would completely demolish the Bucs, with Mitchell Trubisky throwing 6 touchdowns. After the bye week, the Bears were sitting at 3-1. They would play the Dolphins in Miami, where they would lose in a close game, 28-31. And the next week, they'd lose again in another close game, this time to the Patriots, 38-31. Heading into week 8, the Bears were now sitting at 3-3. It seemed like they were falling off, and a loss to the Jets would solidify their fall off. Thank God that wasn't the case.
2nd and 10 coming up for Chicago. He's going to outrace it.
Defensive players, blitzes on, and Peterman throws. And that's another takeaway for the Bears. Leonard Floyd with a touchdown for Chicago. Quarter winding down. Trubisky, Robinson, Allen Robinson, touchdown Bears.
In this stretch of games, the Bears would beat each opponent by 10 points or more, and they were now seen as a top team in the NFC and a favorite to win the NFC North. However, in the Lions game, there was one thing that was a bit alarming.
Cody Parkey hits the upright from 33 yards away. Not a given anymore. And the extra point, that's 2 now that have been missed as Parkey hit the upright. 41 yards away, and that, boy, he can hit those uprights, can't he? 3 times today, he has hit the uprights. Toward the upright. Unbelievable. Can you believe this? He's hit 4 uprights today.
Parkey versus the Lions would hit the upper right of the goalpost 4 times. 4 times. And some Bears fans were concerned. Some fans thought the Bears should move on from him. However, Parkey stayed with the team. The next game, the Bears had to win. The Bears had to win. The game was nationally televised on Sunday Night Football. They were going to play the Minnesota Vikings, who were sitting at 5-3-1. The winner of the game would take the lead in the NFC North. Eddie Jackson, take it away.
Half in front. This drive starts from deep in their own territory, and it's picked off at the 25-yard line. Eddie Jackson, and he'll go in for the touchdown.
The next week, the Bears were playing the Lions on Thanksgiving Day. With 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Lions had the ball on the 41, and it was tied 16-16. Could Eddie Jackson do it again?
Lions all tied at 16. Here comes Stafford. And he's picked off, and it's going the distance. Eddie Jackson, for the 5th time in his young career, has a touchdown. This is an incredible play by Jackson.
Yes. Yes, he can. Oh, we could just ignore this week. We just ignore it. You know, they didn't have Trubisky, and they lost in a game they should have easily won. And nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Week 14 was going to be a bit of a challenge for the Bears. It was Sunday Night Football, and the Bears were up against the best team in the league, the 11-1 Los Angeles Rams. The majority expected the Rams to win, and the Bears to put up a good fight. The Bears were good, but they weren't on the level of the Rams, right?
6 net yards. Look out. Safety. Eddie Goldman. The ball at the 19. Trubisky fires to the outside court. Robinson gets shoved out of bounds. They're playing the whole game tonight. On the 31-yard line. Big hole. Howard. 61 passing. Fake. Pass caught. Robinson. For the record, Cohen takes the handoff. There he goes inside the 20. Tariq Cohen to the 10-yard line. Hakeem Hicks scored a touchdown last week. Do they give it to him again? They don't. And then Trubisky throws, and that's caught by Bradley Soul, lineman, eligible.
Actually, the Bears were on their level, and they proved it on the biggest stage, forcing Jared Goff to throw 4 interceptions. The Bears just beat the best team in the league, and now they were 1 win away from clinching the division. Just to think, months before, only 2% in a poll thought the Bears could win their division, and now they just need 1 win, just 1. And who do they have to beat to win their division? Oh no. They have to beat the Packers, a team that cost them a Super Bowl trip in 2010, a team that cost them the division title in 2013, and a team led by the man known as Aaron Rodgers, who beats us year after year after year. We have to beat him to win the division. All us Bears fans could do is hope for a quick death.
Jordan Howard. That's going to be a Bears touchdown. Cohen gets the first down with room. Tariq Cohen inside the 30 of the Packers. Mizell in at running back. Often a protector. A high throw, but it's hauled in by Joshua Bellamy. Tariq Cohen with the catch toward the end zone, and touchdown Bears! Trubisky protected for the end zone, touchdown! Trey Burton. That's aggressive. About it, it's about Adams, top of your screen. Rodgers, end zone throw, and it's intercepted! And it's Eddie Jackson who said it's personal after.
We won. We won. We won the division. And we beat the Packers to do it. For the first time since 2010, the Bears are the NFC North champions. And we're going to the playoffs. This calls for a celebration. The Bears would go on to finish the 2018 NFL season on a 4-game winning streak, taking care of the 49ers and the Vikings in the last 2 weeks, cruising smoothly into the NFL playoffs. Unfortunately, the Bears couldn't clinch the bye in the NFC playoffs. However, they were the 3rd seed, so that means they would play the worst NFC wildcard team. That team was the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles were Super Bowl champions the year before, but this season, they were struggling all year. After Week 14, the Eagles were sitting at 6-7. It seemed like any hope for them was lost, as their starting QB, Carson Wentz, was hurt again and out for the rest of the year. Their backup QB, Nick Foles, was coming in to start again. The reason I say again is because this same scenario happened last season, aka their Super Bowl season. Wentz got injured, Foles took over for the remainder of the season. They ended up winning the Super Bowl, with Foles winning Super Bowl MVP. With Foles starting the remaining 3 games of the 2018 season, the Eagles went 3-0, finishing 9-7 and locking up the 6th seed in the NFC to verse the Chicago Bears. The Eagles would strike first with a field goal from 43 yards, 3-0 Eagles. And the Bears would punch right back with a 36-yard field goal, 3-3 Bears. As time expired in the first half, from 29 yards out, Pokey would nail the field goal. 6-3 Chicago Bears. Third quarter, Eagles would put up the first touchdown of the game. Nick Foles, the Dallas Goedert. 10-6 Philadelphia Eagles. Bears go downfield and kick a 34-yard field goal. 10-9 Eagles. However, on their next possession, the Bears offense comes alive and they put up their first touchdown of the game. Mitch Trubisky to Allen Robinson. 15-10 Chicago Bears. To make it a 7-point lead, Matt Nagy decides to go for 2 instead of kicking the extra point. 2-point conversion is no good. Eagles football. With time winding down in the fourth quarter, Nick Foles leads the Eagles down the field, and the Eagles get to the 2-yard line. However, that Bears defense wasn't making it easy. It was 4th and goal. Just one stop, and the Bears win. Just one stop, and they head to Los Angeles to face the Rams. All they needed was one more stop.
Foles sidearms it, and it will be caught for the touchdown by Golden Tate.
16-15 Eagles. To make it a 3-point game, Eagles head coach Doug Peterson elects to go for the 2-point conversion, just like Matt Nagy did.
Got to be careful here. No pick six.
Yeah, now you got the Philly special lineup here, but you've got Smallwood who takes the snap, and Smallwood cannot get in.
It gets it right there. Does it? Is it clear and obvious it breaks the plane? I don't think it is. I think this has got to stand.
It is.
2-point conversion is no good. It's no good. The Bears don't have a chance to win. It's a 1-point game. A field goal wins it for us. With 56 seconds to play, this will be the final drive of the game. Bears ball.
He got it last season with 26, and he'll have the opportunity to do something with this one from the 7-yard line. Tariq Cohen gets spun around, stays on his feet, and finally gets thrust out of bounds by Sullivan. On pretty much a windless night, 2nd down and 10. Trubisky hangs in the pocket, throws, and it's going to be caught by Allen Robinson. Tremendous night for him. Trubisky's throwing for 295 tonight.
Here comes the blitz and bringing everybody.
Away they go. Trubisky fires, and that'll be hauled in at the 26-yard line by Robinson.
We got in field goal range. It's going to be a 43-yard attempt. Miss it, in your season's over. All the hard work and dedication throughout the season would be for nothing. Make it, and this team goes to the next round. Well, hopefully, for maybe this year's Chicago Bears could be Super Bowl champions.
Field, 43-yard attempt. We'll see if the Eagles want to take that timeout.
By the former Eagle.
Yes. And they do take the timeout. And that kick would have.
Peterson called a timeout? Doug Peterson just called a timeout. You gotta be kidding me, dude. You gotta be. Whatever. It's fine. He made the practice one, and Pokey has been 3 for 3 on field goals all day. We should be fine. There's nothing to worry about, guys, okay? He'll make it. I'm sure he'll make it.
And he hits the upright again. That's impossible. And the Eagles run out onto the field, but there's still 5 seconds. So they've got to get back. He does it again. Crazy. Upright. Crossbar.
Oh, it just depended on.
million, 10 million, 25 million. I don't know how much fucking Cody Parkey's getting fucking paid. But that little fucking cocksucker from South Florida can't make a goddamn fucking tick for his fucking life. I mean, how much fucking money we gotta pay this fucking cocksucker? How much fucking opportunity do you fucking need? How many fucking missed kicks is Cody Parkey gonna fucking hit this year? 11! 11! That's how many! 11! Fuck you, Cody! Fuck you!
"78 weeks after the game, Cody Parkey was cut. Before the infamous double doink kick, he was 3 for 3, but it didn't matter. The one kick he needed to make, he missed. A look back on the kick shows that an Eagles player actually got his fingers on the ball, but nobody cared. Chicago wanted Cody Parkey gone. The Bears would never have the same success after that season. 8-8 in 2019, 8-8 in 2020, and 6-11 in 2021. After the 2020 season, the Bears moved on from Mitchell Trubisky after mediocre play his last 2 seasons in Chicago. He would go on to play for Buffalo and then the Steelers. And then, after that 2021 season, 2018 Coach of the Year winner Matt Nagy was fired. It got so bad to the point where Bears fans were chanting "Fire Nagy" at Matt Nagy's son's high school game. They also got rid of GM Ryan Pace, the man who built that 2018 Bears team, but failed to maintain the same level of success. To replace Ryan Pace, Bears ownership hired another Ryan, this Ryan being Ryan Poles, a man who worked for the Kansas City Chiefs. Poles interviewed many coaching candidates and decided to hire Colts defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus to be the next Bears head coach. And unfortunately, 2 months later, the Bears traded their best player in Khalil Mack to the Los Angeles Chargers, opening up a new chapter in Bears history. But hey, sometimes in the darkest of times, there's a little bit of light.
With the 11th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the My Chicago Bears